Ariela Weinberg from 90 Day Fiancé has stunned fans with a complete transformation, and people can hardly believe their eyes. The quiet Jersey girl with the curly hair that viewers first met years ago now looks almost unrecognizable. Everything about her appearance has changed, from her hair to her figure, and even the way she carries herself. Fans have been left speechless, and her new look has quickly become one of the hottest topics in the 90 Day Fiancé world. People are asking the big question: did Ariela secretly get cosmetic procedures, or is she simply glowing from entering a brand new chapter in her life? To understand this transformation, we need to look back. Viewers followed Ariela's romance with Biniam Schreiber on the show. Their story was packed with cultural differences, family drama, wedding bells, and eventually heartbreak. They tried to make their relationship work through sacrifices and accusations, but after years of ups and downs, they split. Fans were left wondering what Ariela would do next. In true Ari style, she didn't reveal much about her personal life. Rumors swirled that she might be dating again, but she stayed quiet. Instead, she focused her energy on motherhood, traveling, and writing. But while she was staying private about her relationships, her appearance caught everyone's attention. It started with a single Instagram selfie. Ariela stood in front of a mirror wearing glasses and joked about her nose being too small for her oversized frames. But instead of focusing on her joke, fans noticed how different she looked. She had a radiant glow, a slim waistline, fair luminous skin, and straight, sleek hair that completely changed her vibe. Her eyes looked brighter than ever, and the overall transformation had people talking. Social media quickly erupted. Some praised her warm brown hair, while others suggested trying an even darker shade. Whether it was new makeup, new hair, or cosmetic enhancements, one thing was clear: Ariela had stepped into a new, confident era. Fans described her style as youthful, bold, and fresh. She hasn't confirmed if she had procedures done, but either way, she is turning heads wherever she goes. While Ariela was reinventing herself, another 90-day couple was heading into stormy waters. Jovi and Yara showed fans that the honeymoon glow has officially worn off. Their playful banter turned into one of the most tense and disrespectful moments ever seen between them. Jovi's latest comments pushed Yara to the edge, and she ended up holding back tears on camera. What was supposed to be a fun, light-hearted game with fellow castmates Loren and Alexei quickly spiraled into something ugly. Fans already know Yara has been open about her surgeries and enhancements over the years. Her transformation from her teenage years to now is obvious, but she's never hidden the fact that she's had work done. Still, she didn't expect her husband to use her past as a weapon. During a game of Never Have I Ever, the group began sharing old photos. They laughed about piercings, bad hair, and awkward phases. Jovi even complimented Loren for looking the same as she did in her teen years, while Alexei made jokes about his blonde hair and chin piercing. When it was Yara's turn, things shifted. Instead of keeping it playful, Jovi smirked and said, "Yo, Yara's are the worst." Yara's pictures are the F************ ing worst. The moment was like a dagger. Yara's smile dropped immediately. Loren tried to comfort her, saying she was beautiful then and beautiful now, but the damage was already done. Jovi didn't stop there. He pointed out how much she looked different now because of her surgeries, even suggesting she was only beautiful now thanks to the work she had done. Yara, hurt and blindsided, tried to process the remark. Jovi backtracked a little, saying she was still beautiful at 18. But instead of apologizing, he turned it back on her, accusing her of overreacting. To him, it wasn't a big deal. But for Yara, his words cut deep, exposing her insecurities and highlighting what she felt was a lack of respect in their marriage. The argument escalated from there. Jovi told her to sit there and be miserable, accusing her of not being happy and not even enjoying their vacation. Yara clapped back, saying she is happiest when Jovi isn't around. Fans were stunned to hear her say it out loud. What began as a game had turned into a heated fight, leaving viewers uneasy about the cracks in their relationship. Many wondered if they could recover from this, or if Jovi's comments had left lasting scars. As all this drama unfolded, another couple from the franchise, Shawn and Alliya de Batista, left fans questioning the state of their marriage. The two made their debut in season 11 and had one of the most memorable weddings in 90-day history. Their ceremony was unforgettable, but also full of drama. While it seemed like a fairy tale at first, their romance has left fans asking if they are still together or if their whirlwind love story has already come to an end. Shawn and Alliya entered the franchise with a lot of passion, but also many doubts from viewers who wondered if they could make it. Their wedding day was etched into fans' minds for its intensity, yet even then, there were signs of conflict. The cultural differences, family disagreements, and emotional battles seemed to follow them from the start. Now, rumors are swirling that their happily ever after may not have lasted. All these stories, the reinvention of Ariela, the painful fight between Jovi and Yara, and the uncertainty of Shawn and Alliya's marriage, show how the 90-day fiancé world is constantly shifting. Fans never know what to expect, but they watch closely as relationships change, as stars reinvent themselves, and as drama continues to unfold both on and off screen. Ariela's glow-up proves that people can step into new versions of themselves after heartbreak. Yara and Jovi's fight reminds viewers that even strong couples can break under the weight of disrespect. And Shawn and Alliya's silence leaves everyone wondering whether their wedding day was just the start of a short-lived chapter or the beginning of a love that can survive the chaos. The 90-day universe thrives on drama, transformation, and the raw truth of relationships. Whether it's Ariela's striking new look, Yara's pain after her husband's harsh words, or Shawn and Alliya's uncertain future, fans will continue to dissect every photo, every post, and every scene, searching for answers. And as always, one thing is guaranteed. The drama is far from over. From the very beginning, Shawn and Alliya's relationship faced obstacles that most couples never dream of dealing with on their wedding day. What should have been the happiest moment of their lives quickly turned into one filled with fights, tension, and chaos. Miscommunication plagued their ceremony, and things became even more complicated when Shawn's mother arrived late to the venue and was injured in the process. Despite everything, they managed to push through. When the cameras stopped rolling, the two of them insisted they were living in their happily ever after phase. By the time of the tell-all, they appeared united, determined to make things work. But as fans soon discovered, their story was far more complicated than the smiling faces they presented on stage. Alliya shocked everyone when she revealed that just weeks after their wedding, Shawn had abandoned her. Instead of heading on a honeymoon with his new wife, Shawn jetted off alone to the Dominican Republic. As if that wasn't painful enough, Shawn admitted to being intimate with other people during his trip. His defense was that their marriage was open, and so he hadn't broken any rules. But for Alliya, it felt like betrayal. She had not stepped outside of their vows, and his behavior cut her deeply. On camera, Shawn tried to apologize, admitting that he had overreacted to how chaotic their unconventional wedding had been. He promised to do better, vowing to plan the honeymoon they never took. Fans were skeptical, but it seemed like there was still hope for reconciliation. That hope grew when they traveled to Las Vegas to celebrate their first wedding anniversary. Married on July 6th, they reunited with family and friends, marking the milestone together. Their smiles gave fans the impression they might have moved past their rough start. But questions remained. Were they really strong, or were they simply covering up cracks in their marriage? While they never issued an official joint statement on social media, signs suggested they were still together. Alliya's birthday celebration on September 5th was proof. She shared her day online, and Shawn commented lovingly, calling her his darling and wishing for all her dreams to come true. She responded warmly, showing affection. Many of her Instagram photos also featured Shawn's recognizable home in the background, suggesting they were living together. Still, things weren't picture perfect. Alliya dropped cryptic hints that all was not well. She admitted that their marriage hadn't always been what she envisioned. She opened up about struggles with self-image, saying her body had changed over time and left her feeling less attractive and less desired. She confessed that intimacy was a major problem. Physical touch was her love language, and while she and Shawn maintained an open marriage, allowing intimacy with others, it didn't fill the gap she felt in her bond with him. Even so, her anniversary post to Shawn was touching. thanking him for another year and expressing gratitude for their journey together. Fans were left torn, wondering if their love was quietly enduring or if social media was hiding deeper cracks. While Shawn and Alliya worked through their issues, another 90-day fiancé couple was unraveling before fans' eyes. Luke Berry thought he was doing something romantic when he flew to Colombia to surprise his fiancée, Meline Perez. But instead of being welcomed with open arms, he walked straight into another fight over money. With their wedding looming, the tension was boiling over. Meline had made it clear she wanted her big day to be extraordinary. From a helicopter entrance to a designer gown, she refused to settle for less. But Luke, already drowning in debt, couldn't keep up. Luke had been sending Meline money for months, but she still told him it wasn't enough. When he voiced his concerns, she snapped back, threatening to call off the wedding altogether. Fans already knew Luke was struggling financially. He had lost investments, wasted money on a failed hotel venture, and even thought about a prenup before reconciling with Meline. His father helped him afford the trip to Colombia. But Luke had no extra money for the over-the-top ceremony Meline demanded. When Luke showed up at Meline's salon, she barely smiled. At first, she pretended to still be angry, but later admitted she was joking and hugged him. For a moment, things seemed calm, but the peace didn't last. Soon after, Meline revealed her designer was demanding payment and threatening to cancel the wedding. When Luke said he couldn't pay, she lashed out. In front of the planner, she snapped, "So don't get married." That's simple. She told him he'd had a year to prepare and failed to deliver her dream wedding. Fans were stunned. Some agreed she had a right to her expectations, but most criticized her for ignoring Luke's financial reality and disrespecting him so publicly. The question now is whether she'll walk away if Luke can't give her the day she wants, or if they'll find a compromise before it's too late. And as if that wasn't enough drama, things took an even darker turn with another familiar couple. Darcy Silva and Georgie Rusev's saga reached a boiling point, shocking viewers. Their tension exploded when Georgie threw an insult so cruel, so humiliating, that it left Darcy speechless. In the middle of an argument, he called her broke. For fans, this was jaw-dropping. Darcy, known for flaunting her wealth, her designer outfits, and her love of luxury, was publicly torn down by her own partner. The fight didn't end there. Georgie doubled down, and Darcy, usually strong and outspoken, was left emotional and shaken. Fans who had followed their roller coaster relationship weren't surprised by the constant fighting, but this insult cut deeper than most. To call Darcy broke was not only disrespectful, it attacked the very image she had built for herself. Many viewers felt it showed how toxic their relationship had become. Darcy and Georgie's story, combined with the turmoil of Shawn and Alliya and the chaos of Luke and Meline, proved once again why 90 Day Fiancé remains one of the most unpredictable shows on television. Behind the weddings, the trips, and the declarations of love, real cracks always show. Some couples fight through the storms, while others let the tension pull them apart. Fans continue to watch closely, analyzing every social media post, every photo, and every rumor, trying to figure out who will survive and who will crumble. For Shawn and Alliya, their love might be holding on, even if it's far from perfect. For Luke and Meline, money threatens to destroy their plans before the wedding even happens. And for Darcy and Georgie, their explosive fights might be signaling the end once and for all. The drama never slows down in the 90-day universe, and viewers wouldn't have it any other way. The trip to Bulgaria was supposed to bring Darcy and Georgie closer, but instead it unraveled into complete chaos. What started as a romantic getaway quickly turned into one of the most dramatic moments fans had ever seen. Georgie's shocking confessions and harsh accusations shook not only Darcy, but also her twin sister, Stacy, who was there to witness the unraveling of her sister's marriage. In Bulgaria, Stacy began picking up on red flags. She noticed Georgie had been planning to buy property in his home country without even discussing it with Darcy. For Stacy, it wasn't about whether Georgie bought property or not. She said she had no issue with him investing in Bulgaria. The real problem was the secrecy and the lack of communication. In her eyes, the fact that Georgie made such a big decision without consulting Darcy showed that he wasn't treating her like an equal partner or like a real wife. The confrontation that followed was intense. Darcy voiced her deepest fear out loud, something she had likely been holding in for a long time. With tears in her eyes, she asked Georgie if he had only used her. She reminded him that everything he now had, his passport, his visa, even his green card, was because of her. She wanted to know if he had taken what he wanted from her life and was now ready to discard her. Instead of calming the situation, Georgie snapped. He told her to stop being rude, and that set Darcy off even further. Darcy, in her fiery fashion, dragged money into the fight. She told him that if it was money he wanted, he could just take it from her bank account. She even mocked him, promising to write him a check and flaunting her independence. But Georgie's response cut deeper than she expected. He looked her straight in the eye and told her she had nothing to give, saying, "You don't even have money to give me. You have zero money." It was a verbal dagger, and he didn't stop there. He pulled Stacy into the fight too, accusing both sisters of being broke. He mocked them, saying they spent too much money on shopping and vanity while struggling to manage their finances. His cold words, "You're always broke," were humiliating for both women. Darcy was shattered. Humiliated and devastated, she packed her things, stormed out, and went straight to the airport, leaving Georgie behind. In the aftermath, Georgie tried to explain himself. He said he felt abandoned, unseen, and misunderstood. He accused Darcy of not listening to him and of leaving him standing alone in their relationship. Fans were left questioning whether Georgie was exposing the truth about Darcy's lifestyle, or whether this was just another cruel way of breaking her down. Did Darcy build him up only for him to discard her when he got what he wanted, or were they simply doomed because they could never find common ground? Whatever the truth, one thing was certain. Their relationship had hit a breaking point, and the fallout was only going to get messier. Meanwhile, Colt Johnson was facing a completely different kind of situation. After his severe leg injuries, Colt was determined not to let recovery stop him from pursuing romance with Courtney Rierans. Even while stuck in bed, Colt found ways to keep the spark alive. One of his attempts at romance turned into one of the funniest moments in 90 Day Fiancé history. Courtney had been by Colt's side from the start of his medical scare. Fans remember when she broke down on Hunt for Love, confessing that Colt had asked her to deliver a final message to his mother, Debbie, in case he didn't survive surgery. That moment showed fans just how much she cared for him. Her dedication was so strong that she even introduced herself as Colt's wife at the hospital, so she wouldn't be blocked from visiting him. That alone convinced many viewers that there was something real between them. With Colt on the mend, their chemistry only grew stronger. Recently, they even shared an intimate bedside date. Colt, with his limited mobility, wanted to create a moment out of a movie. Inspired by the iconic Titanic scene, he offered to draw Courtney's portrait, just like Jack sketched Rose. At first, Courtney laughed nervously and told him not to make her look crazy. Colt, as confident as ever, promised she would be the best thing he had ever drawn. He admitted he was limited, but figured if it worked in the movies, it would work for him. The moment was set. Courtney posed, Colt concentrated with pencil in hand, and the scene was full of potential romance. But when Courtney finally saw the drawing, her jaw dropped. The portrait was less masterpiece and more nightmare. Instead of capturing her beauty, Colt had drawn something that looked like a child's doodle. With a triangle-shaped nose, wide haunting eyes, and a cartoon-like mouth, the sketch was a disaster. Courtney burst into uncontrollable laughter, blurting out, "What the F*** is that?" It may not have been the romantic gesture Colt intended, but it left fans in stitches. The sketch instantly went viral. Still, the moment was oddly sweet. Fans loved it because it was awkward, funny, and endearing. All the things that made Colt and Courtney such a unique pairing. Their bond, tested by injury and strengthened by humor, continues to win hearts. Colt's drawing might never hang in a gallery, but it became a memory fans won't forget. Whether it was a failure or Colt's imperfect way of showing love, their chemistry shone through. At the same time, drama at the resort was heating up between Rob Warren and Jennifer Terza. Their roller coaster love triangle finally took a shocking turn. For weeks, fans had watched them tangled in messy drama with Cole, but now the situation seemed to be changing. Rob and Jennifer sealed their connection with a passionate kiss, leaving Cole out of the picture and fans stunned. Many had doubted they would ever make it exclusive, but the kiss was proof they had chosen each other. It all began when Rob hooked up with Elise during the masquerade party. Their late-night kiss had fans buzzing, but Rob's focus shifted quickly to Jennifer. He turned on the charm, and before long, the two were sneaking off for a private sleepover. Now, it looked like Jennifer had finally chosen Rob over Cole. But then Rob surprised everyone again. The same man who once slammed Jasmine Pineda for her idea of an open marriage suddenly admitted he was open to the thought of a throuple with Elise and Jennifer. He confessed he never thought he'd find himself in such a situation, but it happened. In the end, though, his feelings for Jennifer were stronger than anything else, and she became his main focus. The passionate kiss between Rob and Jennifer seemed to seal the deal. Cole, once a central figure in their love triangle, was suddenly pushed out, and fans realized this was the start of a new chapter. Rob and Jennifer, once caught up in chaos, now looked like they might actually have a future together. From Darcy and Georgie's explosive fight in Bulgaria, to Colt's hilarious Titanic sketch for Courtney, to Rob and Jennifer's kiss that shifted the entire dynamic, the 90-Day Fiancé world once again proved why fans can't look away. It's messy, unpredictable, and filled with heartbreak and humor. And with every episode, the drama only gets bigger, leaving fans desperate to see what happens next. Rob decided to go all out to prove his feelings for Jennifer. He planned a romantic jet ski date, and the two of them laughed and bonded out on the water. It wasn't just about the adventure. Rob wanted Jennifer to know exactly how much she meant to him. In his confessional, he admitted something he hadn't said in a long time. He said, "It's the first time I felt like I want someone to be mine in a while." His words carried weight because Rob hasn't always been quick to commit, but this time felt different. He told her that he wasn't ready to share her with anyone else, and Jennifer seemed to love that protective, almost possessive side of him. Jennifer couldn't stop smiling. She admitted she felt happy every time she was around Rob. The moments they spent together made her feel excited about what could come next. She even hinted at the idea of a future with him, something she hadn't been ready to say before. Rob, for his part, revealed his vulnerable side. He admitted he was afraid of heartbreak, but he couldn't deny the connection they shared. He confessed that he felt like he had finally found the one. After building up the courage, Rob asked Jennifer if he could seal their budding romance with a kiss. She said yes. The two leaned in, kissed, and made things official right there in front of the cameras. Fans watching couldn't get enough of the moment, but they also couldn't help asking questions. Was this the beginning of something lasting, or just another short-lived fling in the 90-Day Fiancé world? Could Cole make a dramatic return and shake up the love triangle again? One thing was clear. The storyline had taken a new turn, and the drama was only going to grow from here. Meanwhile, another 90-Day Fiancé star was making headlines for an entirely different reason. Amani jealousy shocked her followers with a jaw-dropping weight loss transformation. Fans couldn't stop talking about her new look after she revealed the secrets behind her slim figure. Amani has always been outspoken and bold, and unlike some of her fellow cast members, she has never hidden the fact that she's undergone cosmetic procedures. Instead, she believes in honesty and transparency. She first caught major attention when she publicly called out Sophie Sierra, another cast member, for hiding her procedures. According to Amani, reality stars shouldn't mislead their audience. She argued that fans deserve the truth, even if it isn't glamorous, because honesty builds trust. Staying true to her word, Amani shared every detail of her latest surgery, holding nothing back. She went to Instagram to flaunt her new figure and explained exactly what she had done. In a light-hearted video, she joked at first that her perfect genes were the secret to her sharp cheekbones and sculpted jawline. But then she quickly laughed it off and admitted that it was Botox and fillers that really deserved the credit. She confessed that she used Juvederm to enhance her cheekbones and give her that high-fashion, supermodel look. She also said Botox was her secret weapon to keep frown lines away.